Now it's time to break it.
Welcome back to another fantastic episodes of the Split Screeners Gaming. I'm your host, Aaron. Back here with my best friend, Zach.
There you go.
Nicholas.
Hello.
Gavin.
Hey.
We're going to be talking a little bit about games.
Hell yeah.
And mostly the only game I played this week.
And I won't say anything about Horizon Forbidden West this episode.
How's that been going?
I haven't played it at all.
All right. Well, it's been yet another light week in gaming news. We are definitely in the midst of a very big video game drought. COVID has finally caught up with us completely in the gaming. Delay after delay, but now there's no new releases filling in those delays, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Sad times. Hopefully that will pick up soon, but everything that I was excited for the summer has been delayed.
Yep. I mean, this should be a good chance for us to catch up on games.
Yes. True. Tackle my backlog, because we have had some good games come out, but
my backlog is huge.
Your backlog is way bigger than mine, and mine is huge.
My backlog is always
I have last gen backlog.
Oh, that is sad, but true.
Sad.
Not a lot. There's still...
If any gaming companies want to sponsor us and give us free games,
Give us free games.
Sony?
We'll play them.
Sony, we'll play every game you want us to.
it's more of the developers who got to choose where the keys go.
Well, Sony is a developer.
Well, that is true, but they don't give out.
We've talked about this.
Plus,
They're both Gavin.
I only went Sony because then we could get a lot of games for free.
Yeah. Speaking of Sony, no news, but a lot of rumors circulating about their upcoming acquisitions. Kojima Productions was rumored heavily, but that was denied by Kojima and other leakers that said the acquisition will be much bigger than Kojima Studios. So another one that's getting tossed around a lot is From Software, but just rumors, no weight behind it.
I love From Software. They put out good games.
Yeah, and they've got a good relationship with Sony, so it would fit their tactics.
I think Kojima was the one that everybody started freaking out because he was the one that teased it in a picture that he posted.
Yeah, he had some tweet or something, but he's like, no, that was just this.
Yeah.
We're actually going to make Silent Hill now.
Well, it'd be good. Yeah, he can buy Konami, or they can buy Konami. There's a lot of good games there that they're never making again.
Yeah.
But no new news there. Insomniac's Wolverine game has entered the motion capture stage, so it's moving ahead in development. They tweeted out a nice little image of their motion capture studio that had just got set up, so it's moving along. That will be an awesome game. Can't wait for it. Only other news I can think of, Amy Hennig and her new studio, Skydance New Media Studios. They are currently working on an unannounced Marvel game.
Uh-huh.
And now they just announced that they are also going to be working on a Star Wars game.
She worked on Uncharted, right?
The original Uncharted.
She did the original Uncharted. She did something near and dear to me, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, those games. I don't know if anybody's played them, but those were really good.
I haven't played them in such a long time.
So she's really good with story, and she was trying to do a good Star Wars single-player story-driven game before EA's like, yeah, nobody wants those anymore. And they canceled it. So it's good to see she's doing that. So now that's about 6 or 7 announced Star Wars games in production that are not all EA, which is really nice.
Hey-oh, that's the best.
They just took forever.
This is just me emptying my wallet.
Yeah, we've got her new one. We have Star Wars Eclipse by Quantic Dream, makers of Heavy Rain,
Which
Beyond Two Souls.
I've heard rumors that they're actually moved further along than they originally predicted.
Which fingers crossed.
Not
Hopefully.
2026, maybe 2024.
Hopefully. Then, of course, we have Jedi Fallen Order 2.
Yeah.
That'll probably be one of the soonest to come out, I'm guessing.
Yeah, if rumors are correct, we'll get news about that next month during Star Wars Celebration.
Which, any news, I'm there for.
Probably get a good look at a few shows too, but we'll see.
Well, of course. But I want some games. There's Ubisoft's open world Star Wars game. There is, of course, the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Yep.
Then there's the potentially rumored Knights of the Old Republic era game by another studio being made. Maybe that's what Amy's working on. I don't know.
Possibly.
But that's still in the works. Respawn is doing 2 games, a first-person shooter and a strategy game. And I think that's about it for the ones we know.
Respawn's part of EA, right?
Yeah, I think so. But it's good. So it's like 7 new Star Wars games within the next decade, which will be nice.
If I have any spare money, one of these paychecks, I'm going to get the Lego game. The more I see about it on TikTok, the more excited I am for it. I actually saved a screenshot of the cheat codes to unlock characters.
Yeah, it does. It looks cool.
So you can definitely see how people got confused. He tweeted out this picture of
PlayStation
because Studios with a picture of Death Stranding in it.
And I think they are on the new logo, like, because they're such a big partner. So maybe it's all just hearsay and they're going to be like, yep, we actually did merge.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm down for it. Anybody else have any news?
Zach had something that he was sad about earlier.
Yeah,
I wasn't sad about it, but they were kind of teasing it over the last week. But the Monsterverse is crossing over with Call of Duty.
Nice.
Which Monsterverse?
Whatever the open map where they do the Battle Royale, I can't remember what it's called. Warzone. Warzone's getting a crossover with King Kong versus Godzilla. They're teasing Monarch doing an operation during this big climactic battle. They released
Call of Duty Fortnite.
Yeah, it's like Fortnite's done all this.
I mean, that's a big competition like all these Battle Royales have, and they're going to try to continue to do big things like this. I mean, earlier in the year, they did a Snoop Dogg release with Warzone. They released a trailer of King Kong taking down an airplane and then seeing Godzilla approaching from the ocean and basically kind of like riffed off the movie's
with
trailer.
soldiers fighting at their feet.
Basically.
Terrible.
Well, can you get in a 4-wheeler and go up Godzilla's
I have
tail
no
and ride
idea.
up his
I
back?
haven't played Warzone in such a long
I know.
time.
Me neither.
I don't even know if the copy I have could potentially play this or be part of this. It's been 2 Call of Duty games I think since I've played.
Warzone's free, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been free the entire time.
See, this is how
Yeah, so you can
honest
still
I
play
am.
Warzone, yeah.
And then a big thing here, though, that you're forgetting. There's another Battle Royale that comes out this week in 2 days. That's going to be free to play.
Crap!
Which one?
It's going to be on Bloodline.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
actually try that one just because I'm a fan of that world. But...
I was
I wanna
getting
try
ready
that
to say
too.
dog shit, but then you
Dog
said
shit.
Dog shit!
Dog shit.
It probably will be, but I am a fan of that universe.
I'll download and play with you, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if it's free, I'll try it.
it is free.
Yeah.
Isekai!
Godzilla fans just
Sorry,
kinda
nobody had
tempted.
said it this whole night.
No. I've almost
It's
said it a
true.
couple times.
It's the first time it hasn't come up earlier than this.
I know.
It is tempted, but I probably
Well,
won't
yeah,
play
so
it.
that was dumb news. Thank you for sharing.
I mean, I teased it in an earlier episode.
Yeah.
That'll probably be
Well,
released after this, but
Yeah. At least it wasn't something that's going to hurt me. When you said, this makes me sad, I was like, oh God, what's been delayed now? That was where my brain was
time
going.
splitters.
Yeah, that's
Delayed
been,
indefinitely.
that's been delayed.
That's just
forever.
going to get canceled again.
Yeah.
So not a lot of news. That about wraps up the news section.
We got any big gaming events happening soon?
Well, not EA. For example, if you want to build a wall or start building your house or whatever, you have to build a wood frame.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want walls on a wood frame, you have to build a frame into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So you build that separately. And then if you actually want a solid wall and not just a bunch of mismatched sticks in every direction, you have to then find mud, make mud blocks, carry mud blocks one by one to your wall and set them up.
Look, you're saying that it's difficult to find mud. You just walk to the river and just
But then you have to make the mud blocks.
Yeah,
and
you have to
stuff.
make the hardest part about the mud blocks, honestly, is getting the campfire ash. Because between the two of us, we are gods with the campfire, and we never let it go out because we're constantly making water and
Yeah.
So so I made an extra campfire, and I thought it was underneath like cover
Shelter or something, yeah.
and as soon as it rained, immediately figured out it was like in the one spot in that area that had no cover. So it was just following through a crack and just putting it out immediately, which is very frustrating.
Yes.
And so we make mud blocks like once every like 3 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Gavin have a multiplayer game going on where it's just been very fun so far.
Yep.
And I've been dabbling in a custom game where I'm just kind of learning the mechanics and like trying to like figure out how everything's built before going over and playing with him.
Yeah, it's pretty. All the crafting stuff, I figured out you can craft without actually having to find it, and then it'll automatically populate it. But the buildings you have to find. It's like the water filters and all that shit you have to find out in the world. You have to explore to find it.
The menu system, the crafting system, all was a little more convoluted that I prefer, but I was starting to get the hang of it.
Yeah, and they have a lot more like different plants and herbs, and like they do like there's some that are good for like venom, and some that are good for like rashes, and there's some that are good for this and this. But in the end, you're doing, and like some of them like will help you with if you brew it into a tea, helps get rid of food poisoning and stuff like that. So it gets pretty. It can get pretty in depth, but generally it's not too worrisome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopping into it more now that I understand it.
Yeah, the more people we can get playing on like one map, I think the funner will be.
Yeah.
By myself, playing my custom game.
More fun.
More fun. By myself in my custom game, building is very arduous and takes days sometimes to get like a single structure done.
I feel like it wouldn't be too bad, but at the same time, what I've noticed, like in the area we kind of did, there's not a lot of trees for us to fuck around with, because like we have trees, but a lot of them are like the pine nut trees and the
stuff you don't
bananas and like the shit that gives you food that you don't want to cut down. So we've been having to foray further away, and you can only carry back of the like logs and long sticks so many. So I think, but it's not as resource intensive as like the forest is, because like holy fuck, to make like a basic house you need so much shit.
It's pretty much 1-to-1.
Yeah, and it's like logs, like the full logs, not like just sticks and log. I feel like it's less frustrating to build everything legitimately in this game than it is in the forest.
Mm-hmm. In the forest, don't they have like a sled that you can pile logs on
and you can carry it?
Yeah, but it still only holds like a maximum of like 5.
I think it's 10 or 12.
10, it's at least 10.
In this game, you can hold up to 3 logs most.
Yeah.
3 logs, 5 logs,
would come in handy.
And I think there is like another sled or something. I just think we haven't
could
found
be.
it yet.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to jump in. I don't think I'll enjoy it as much as the Forest, but I want to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Since Sons of the Forest was delayed, this can be my new summer.
It's a more
survival game.
It's more of a realistic one. I like the sanity meter in it.
I like there's more predators and animals. I'm excited to
Jaguars
see
are terrifying. And there's no way they're as big as they are in the game in real life. There's no fucking way.
I don't know. Jaguar's pretty big.
Our Jaguar, like, it is able to look us like directly in the fucking eyes.
On all
You're
fours?
just really
Yeah.
short.
Oh, no.
Well, like, that's what was
Maybe
scary
you're
about it,
hobbits.
was like, it's like as big as a fucking tiger.
So like, with as much as I have played the game by myself too, I had not come across any of the big cats yet. So I was kind of thinking, maybe that was just rumors. Maybe I just read that wrong. They're not actually in the game. Most I have to worry about realistically are like the small predators on the ground and then the tribal members.
I'm trying to tell him to like get these mushrooms that get rid of parasites that are growing. I'm like, oh fuck, look at these mushrooms.
And then like it's starting to get dark, and I start hearing this random growl, and I'm wearing my like PlayStation 5 headphones, so it sounds really like right behind me. So I turn around, and all you see is this like floating head inside of a bush, and I'm like, that looks like a cat. 3 seconds go by. Oh fuck!
Yes.
So I turn my character around, and I'm like really tired, so like I'm hoping my stamina meter will last, and I run right past Gavin, hoping it'll distract him and like go for Gavin instead.
What was really funny about it was, so like I saw it like jump out of the bush. I didn't see the head, but I hear you. I'm telling you about that. I hear you say, "Oh fuck!" and I see this. I see the giant jaguar bound across, and all I remember saying was, "Oh fuck, run!" And I turned around and started running too, and it still caught up in my ass.
The funny part was in my TikTok addled mind, I heard the sound "run," and then like the sound effect.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh fuck, run!" And then I realized once we got into our camp, which was not very far away from when the jaguar, we didn't have anything to hide in. So then I'm like, fuck. So I pull out my spear, turn around, and start jabbing the fuck out of it. I see him come up. He shoots a couple arrows into it, and then he just runs up with an axe, like a stone axe, and just whop it. It was fucking rough. It was terrifying because we thought like maybe like the characters in the story mentioned jaguars. Where the fuck are the jaguars? And it caught us off guard heavily.
It was like a bad D&D encounter.
Yeah, like we rolled horror. Like we got fucked up. He died at the end. And he didn't die because like he got scratched by the jaguar, but the jaguar had turned to run away, and he bled out from all the wounds. So he just collapses onto the ground. I start to go insane at that point because it's a huge sanity loss to watch your co-op partner die. So I was like, oh fuck, and I just see the cat starting to run away. But I had thrown my spear into it. It's still sticking out of its neck. And then it just fucking dies. But unlike anything else in the game, it dies into straight rigor mortis. So it just dies just like just fucking just not like it moves. It's hilarious. It's just...
Yeah, I'm down to try it with the four of us.
Yeah, like I said, the systems are clunkier.
Yeah, definitely give yourself some time. Like... you could join up with us, and we could probably help you out. There's 4 different presets for the controls.
Yeah, I tried the others.
I like preset 2 the best, and that's the one I run, so the buttons aren't the exact same. So be sure when you do ask us for help, if you choose a different preset, to tell us the preset. Because I remember asking Zach, like, oh yeah, I just pressed this, and I'm like, fuck, I have to figure this out on my own. Because I'm like, that is not... It was like I hit the button and it's like pulling up my fucking watch, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, as I was respawning after that encounter, I was kind of reminded of our D&D session where Aaron ventured off on his own.
Shit.
Which will be the next episode. I'm so excited for that.
Oh yeah,
that'll be entertaining.
I was hoping it was this one because I didn't know it split into 4.
I was putting it into 4, and it's for some reason time passes a lot quicker when you're actually playing the fucking game, okay?
Yeah.
So I thought that had happened so much sooner in the episode, not the end of the whole fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So originally I was wanting it to be in the very first episode. Like, that's where I wanted to cut off, was him slipping in the party, and then I was like, holy shit.
This is the finale
It's before
before part.
4.5 hours.
I know I talk about this game a lot, but I did want to bring this up. I've been playing WWE. They had an update this past week, and realistically, I just want to talk about my GM mode. What they did is they added tag team titles to my GM mode, and it's so good. And the issue that I'm running into, and it's something that they're gonna have to address eventually, because they still need to add secondary titles. The U.S. title and the Intercontinental title still aren't on my GM mode, and that needs to be fixed. But eventually what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make it to where I have more matches for each show, which they did a little bit. They expanded it from 3 matches to 4 on Raw and SmackDown. But you still have the same amount of money. And if you're going to add more titles, I need to be able to add more people on my roster that are going to be able to fight. So I hope that they keep making improvements and but this was a cool upgrade. To get more matches and to get the tag team titles was super cool. So nice. Nicely done, 2K. I don't give 2K props very often.
Honestly, I've been enjoying. I did play a little bit. I played like a match. I loved it. Oh, we had our game. We streamed. If you joined in, that's great. If not, oh well, it happens.
We potentially did.
Yeah, I was like, I was going to start streaming Green Hell. Probably next time we start playing.
Actually, we get all 4 of us. We should just start another one and just stream that.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, I was like, I think maybe we should all play a little bit more on the one we started, just to help them figure out the games and everything. We just
play the story.
I was like, because we just like we just recently figured out the coconut shell thing.
Yeah.
Like we could not figure out how to fill it up with water that was clean or like how to boil it. We just figured it all out, and it's really simple.
We literally have coconut shells littered throughout.
Yeah, like every time we get a coconut, we like drink the water out of it, eat it, and then you get the bowls and we just drop them onto the ground to catch rainwater.
It rains so much.
It does. It rains constant. Well, it's the Amazon.
It's like you're in a rainforest or something.
But
it's a lot of fun though.
Yeah, the combat's not too bad. Most things die in one hit if you hit them in the head, which is nice. It's more realistic. I don't know if we die if we get hit in the head.
We're gonna find out.
I will say that getting hit in the leg will slow you down, and then they'll just run away and kite you with their bows and arrows while you're just like limping
Human
along.
meat is the best thing to eat if you want to go insane.
Oh yeah, you lose
I'm gonna have to try.
so much insanity. You lose double the insanity, then you lose double the sanity that you lose when you watch the other person die in front of you. You lose like 40 insanity per human meat. You lose 20 for watching someone die.
But I wish it would scare the tribal people to watch. Like if they go watch you eat their
eating their friends.
Yes, that'd be kind of cool. Like keep them away to turn up from attacking you more.
And then it doesn't help that some of the tribes are just figments of your imagination. That's how the sanity works.
Well,
It
that'll be
gets
a
low
fun one
enough.
to stream, I think.
Yeah, I kind of made him laugh again last night. It was a little earlier than the whole Jaguar thing, but like I started going insane a little bit. And I'm off exploring a cave that's a little bit further from our first base, and I hear them approaching from behind because the music kind of turns a little bit, and I'm like, oh shit, that's not a good cue. So I turn around, there's two there, kill the first one right away. I'm like, kind of started freaking out because it kind of exploded in blood. So I'm like, I am insane right now, so maybe if I just run away, they'll go away. So I do that, and then I like die, and like my most common death reason in the game is you be killed by, and it says thrust.
Yeah, if you get stabbed, just thrust.
Yeah, it's just like you died for no reason. Like there's no one around you.
Yeah, like he's like running in front of me. He's like they're right behind me, and I have my bow and arrow out. I'm looking behind him, like with the arrow like fully drawn, and then Zach just falls over dead, and I'm like, Zach, there's no one fucking here.
I
So
was looking at him. Like,
I'm just standing there with it out, and like I don't see anybody, so I just put away my bow. And I'm like, you're fucking insane, bro, and like never did anything. And then later on, we're playing again, and I'm like, oh shit, maybe you're not insane. I found like right next to where I was standing, there was tribal arrows like stuck next to where I was standing. Didn't see him, didn't take a single arrow. Was just like, you're just fucking went insane. Like, I can't help you fight figments of your... And it wasn't. They were real. They just never fucked with me for some reason.
You probably didn't eat their friends.
I killed a lot of them, though.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a fun game. I would recommend playing it. If you like survival. This one, like I said, doesn't dabble in horror a lot, but there are elements there that make it a little freaky.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
I look forward to streaming that one.
But yeah, you should definitely look out for our streams, because I want to start streaming it once we almost get our actual bearings and start a fresh, safe, probably.
Story-wise, we haven't dabbled very much at all.
Yeah, we've just been focusing on like...
That'll be for the stream.
Yep.
Sounds good. Well, before we sign off, I wanted to play a little game here.
Sure.
It's called 20 Questions. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Video Games Edition. So I've got a game I'm thinking of. We'll go around. You take turns however you want. You've got 20 questions, yes or no. To narrow it down, if you guess the game or are ready to guess it, you win it or lose it based on your guess. But you only have 20 guesses to narrow it down.
Okay. Who wants to start? Okay.
Are they male?
Is who?
The character. You're picking a video game character.
Okay. Well, it's a video game.
Video game.
Oh!
Not just a character.
Sorry, I apologize.
So it may not even have characters. It could be fucking Tetris.
Is it a horror game?
No. Keep track of these.
I thought it was for video game characters. That's why I was like, is it
Zach, you got a question?
So it's a video game past, present, or it could even be one coming out.
Is it a game that you keep hoping for but gets no news comes out?
No.
Is it a game that we've played together?
You and me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a shooter?
No.
Is it a detective game?
No.
It would have been. That's too specific. Have you ever played 20 questions? You should have been like, is it a mystery
had
game?
the answer been yes, though, would have really narrowed
It
down.
would have.
Do you use a controller?
You gonna waste a guess on that?
No.
It's not even his turn. It's Nick's turn.
Is this a console exclusive game?
Yes.
Is it a fighting game?
No.
I'm going genre over here, guys.
Narrowing down genre, smart.
Is it a Nintendo game?
No.
Okay. That's also where that was going to be my next one. So.
Fuck, most of the games I played fighting and shooting games. Shit.
So you know it's a game at least Nick and I have played.
True.
But you don't know if either of you have played. And if you need a refresher, I'm writing down the questions.
I was going to ask. No, that's too dumb.
That might be the question, though.
It was the question.
Is it storyline based?
No.
Not a shooter, not a fighter, not a story.
I mean, there is story, but it's
Convoluted.
not a story-driven game.
We're only 9 questions in. We still got plenty of questions.
Is it an RPG?
No.
Not a shooter, not a fighter, not an RPG. Not a horror game.
Did we say console exclusive?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
We don't know what
it is a
console.
console exclusive.
But that could mean like it didn't get moved to PC, but it's still on multiple consoles.
Mm-hmm. And that's just saying at time of release.
Okay.
So when it came out, it was console exclusive because, you know, nowadays every game ever is on the Switch.
True. Is it a platformer?
Yes.
But it's not a Nintendo game, which we said.
No, not Nintendo. I'm gonna cue the Jeopardy music.
Has it had a movie made on it? From
Yes. Whose turn?
Okay.
But it's not Nintendo.
It's not Nintendo,
It's had a movie made out of it,
and it is a platformer.
and it's a platformer.
I think I know where you're going.
I was thinking Banjo-Kazooie first from the platform.
Yeah, I was like, there's a lot of different platformer genres. 2D, 3D, 2.5D.
2.7D.
6.8D.
So if it's old school, it's probably 2D. Nintendo 64 or later.
Are any of the characters animals?
Animal characters, yes.
Okay.
The movie based on this, does The Rock star in it?
Oh.
The Rock. Let me think about that. Does The Rock star?
In said movie based on this video game.
No.
Oh, damn. Thought you were gonna say yes.
Well, there goes my guess. But it fit all the criteria in my head, damn it.
No, I think I have a good idea what this is. Actually, for platformer, has a live action movie made out of it.
I never said live action.
Sorry, has a movie made out of it.
We also got
Animal characters.
Animal characters. Zach was thinking Rampage.
But
Which was,
it's not a platformer.
it's kind of a platform.
I would say it's more fighting based.
Well, you are platforming though, up and down buildings, so I'd call it a platformer. Very old
Loosely.
school. Yeah, very old school.
It's like Frog as a
that did come out
platformer, I
before.
guess.
Yeah, technically. Did you ask a question, Kevin?
No, it's still my turn.
Oh, it's next turn. Okay.
Huh.
I really thought Zach had it there. Then I had to think of voice actors. I'm like, nope.
I don't have very many picks left either.
No, we don't.
This is the 15th.
It goes so quickly.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's why I'm like,
I would say it's a platformer.
yeah, I have an idea, but
If you're ready to guess, it's for all the marbles. You don't get a second guess.
oh fuck yeah, then I'm not ready to guess it. Was the movie released? Oh, I don't want to go too far back, but I don't want to go too close.
The movie or the game?
The movie.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to think of in my head is movies.
Okay.
So was the movie released within the last 10 years?
Yes.
Video game movie, last 10 years.
Platformer, not a good type
Animal
of-
characters.
Is the currency rings?
It's the currency rings.
Like do they collect? In the game? Do they collect rings?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what
That's what I was. Okay.
I was like, it's not really a currency because you can't spend it.
True. That's why I wanted to reword it.
But yes, you collect rings.
Does this have to be specific?
Yes.
Okay.
You do need the correct title.
Well, we figured out what it is.
Yeah.
That was a very good question.
I was like,
Narrowed it down to one.
because that's what I was thinking. I was like, but I'm not sure how to get it.
Are you thinking of a sequel?
Am I thinking of a sequel?
The
Or,
game-
or is the game a sequel?
Yes.
Yes, the game is a sequel.
So it's not the first one.
But it does have a movie.
God, I don't. With 3 questions left, I don't want to guess and be wrong. Because there's so many other games for this series of games.
But if we're
Look at the questions, though, Nick. These will help you. You should know the answer by reading those questions.
Okay.
I'm just being nice since it's our first time trying this.
Okay.
Think of the movies. Okay.
All right. Off question 3 alone, I'm gonna go with Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Is that your guess? Are you spinning your?
I mean,
your
movie
rings?
wise,
I have another idea, which I'm willing to share with you because we're working as a team.
Okay.
Of Sonic and Knuckles.
See, but I don't know if Aaron and I have ever played Sonic and Knuckles together.
See, and that's a good. That's honestly a good part, and it has to be a sequel. I was only thinking about I was always thinking about the movie, and since it's a sequel, it's not the first movie, and I can't think of any other movies and that has Knuckles in it, which is the issue that I have.
I think that he just meant there was a movie based on the game.
Oh,
There's a movie based on the franchise.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not directly based on this particular game.
I'm going Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I would have to.
I know that's the game that's the only Sonic game I can think of that we've at least played a ton of.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Hey,
Yeah. Good job.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
I knew you guys would
Why
get
not?
there. Next time we play this, I won't give as many hints.
Okay.
I knew I
We'll
will
have
give
to
you
really
question
pay attention
three.
to the questions.
I was like, yeah, have we played this together?
Yeah.
We've only played one together. Many times.
Yeah, the thing I was like, you said platformer, and I was like,
So Sonic the Hedgehog
I thought it was like
2.
Banjo Tooie because it has the multiplayer that I'm sure you guys have played together.
I don't know if we have really. We played
18
Banjo-Kazooie
questions.
together quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like platformer, animal characters, I was like,
Well, animal characters, that's where I started thinking of Rampage.
Yeah, I
And
like that you went
I
Rampage.
thought you were
I
going to guess
thought-
right. I picked this game only because the movie just come out recently.
Right after the Rampage thing, I'm like, well, relevant.
Yeah.
What's relevant right now that's a platform?
I'm like,
that
I'm going to
has
make
movies.
this round easy. I'm going to pick an easy game to get to, one that's had something in media.
All finished.
full finish.
See, I might bring this in the movies now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or one thing I've been wanting to do with movies is describe the movie badly. Have you guys try to guess it?
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, we used to do this on the podcast where we ended up
Yeah, I
episode
think-
with a game. I think it's
I
super
think
I was
those
like,
are fun.
I was
So
like,
if
I
you guys
could bring
can play
back
along.
Dungeons, Dragons, and Trivia, I think, or something.
Yeah,
Like that.
something like that.
Dungeons, Dragons, and Knowledge.
I am Aura.
Well, with the conclusion of that wraps us up. Any parting words?
Like,
Thank you
comment,
guys so much for
subscribe.
watching. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
It's
New
finished.
episodes dropping daily. I'm gonna stop saying almost daily. We're basically dropping daily. Drop
Except
it.
for last week. But yeah,
Like the coconuts in Green Hell, daily.
minutely. All right. Well, it is time to split.